Tua seems to have grown a great deal in a calendar year. This is a sticky situation.
You want to know why I like this? Because we're one marketing deal away from a team having a Pokeball on their helmet, and it's going to be electric.
They're like an ADHD team. Do you know what one of the symptoms of ADHD is? Waiting till the last minute. You don't produce enough dopamine, so you need to be under the gun. Welcome to the Green Light Podcast presented by BetMGM. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code GREENLIGHT and you'll get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's how it works. Download the BetMGM app and sign up using bonus code GREENLIGHT. Deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game. If that bet loses, you will receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets. Just make sure you use bonus code GREENLIGHT when you sign up. Guys, can I tell you a story off the top?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is more Lloyd Howell stuff. I'm just going to hit you with one thing. It's from the Don Van Natta Jr. article. This is my headline of the week that I'm not quite sure if it's like AI or something, but I'm going to go ahead and read it. Howell ordered the Union Facilities Department to merge two spaces in the parking garage to avoid door dings on his Porsche Cayenne Turbo. He asked workers to change the number of two spaces, 10 and 11, to 32, as an homage to the jersey number worn by acclaimed murderer O.J. Simpson.
Man.
This is fucking nuts, dude. This guy is like a sociopath, bro.
Was there another parking space 32? Because if not, that's just smart.
Well, he didn't want to take 32. I assume 32 was too far from the building.
Someone should do like a Tubi type spin-off movie about this stuff.
Dude, do a Netflix type.
And I'm still upset that I did not get invited to any strip club events. I only get invited to Top Golf and all this other stuff that doesn't really seem interesting. And a trip to Tootsie's, I think, would have maybe had me at some of those events.
Nate, you like a naked woman? That's what you're saying?
I like Tootsie's. They have really good wings.
Good food.
Got it.
Good food. As does Magic City. The one thing I wanted to say though about the strip club visits, my favorite, and I talked about this the other day without y'all, but the fact that he was withdrawing like $500, $300, $200, $100, $400, like they just kept walking my man to the ATM. They were leading him to the ATM.
Yep.
Like, come on, honey.
The card was withdrawing it. We don't know if it was Lloyd. Lloyd could have been passing off the card.
You're right.
Very
Could
true.
have been somebody else, but we're gonna let Lloyd go down with the ship on this one. Only seems natural.
See you, Lloyd.
All right, so happy trails to Lloyd Howell. Where are we going today, guys? I'm at home because I'm a little bit under the weather.
What you got?
I don't really know, dude. I went camping last night with the kids in the camper, and I kept all the windows open. And what I realized in the morning is down in the field where we were doing the camping, we had just put down a bunch of fresh mulch. And I'm kind of wondering if the allergens from the mulch
The manure?
have elicited an immune response. Does that
Probably
make any
can.
sense to anybody?
Yeah, a little bit. It's
little bit.
allergy season.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's camp season. So where we're going is to some podium content here. A little NFL news roundup to kick things off. If you guys are cool with it, we'll start in Miami.
Greater Miami area, mate.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So Tua was speaking about how Tyreek is working to rebuild relationships with his teammates after the way he ended last season with the infamous "I'm out" quote. Curious what you guys made of what you heard from Tua there on Wednesday.
Okay, my first reaction, Nolan, was kind of counter to your reaction, and I think your reaction is the right one, which is that Tua seems to have grown a great deal in a calendar year. This is a sticky situation. You know, this is a player who's better than him, right? Like, and I'm not saying that take a shot. I'm just saying, like, in the NFL, it can be hard if you're trying to lead a group full of guys who maybe have more accomplishments. He'd be the one on that team, right? That it would be awkward to talk up to. He's older. He's had a more, celebrated career. But what he did at the end of last season was bullshit. And I told people, I was on the Rich Eisen show, and Rich was like, Chris, aren't you going to get mad? I'm like, no, I'm not going to waste my breath and get mad at Tyreek, because next camp we're going to be acting like it never happened. You know, us as the media and fans who are all outraged that this guy quit on his team last year. By the way, do you remember when Devondre Campbell quit on his team last year? You're not going to hear from him anymore. You know why? Because he didn't run a 10-1 100-meter dash this offseason. He's not a 1,000-yard receiver. People will get over stuff like this in the NFL. My first reaction was, hey, listen, if a husband gets in a lot of trouble and you're trying to give him some grace and work it out at home, you don't go to a dinner party and be like, hey, we're working through some problems right now. That is how it came across initially. But Nolan, you made the point that it seems like he's grown a great deal. This is a tough thing to navigate. I like the maturity with which he spoke. If he were going to go this route and kind of open the can of worms a little bit and talk about it outwardly, I thought he did a great job of it.
Yeah, totally. And I thought, like, just compared to, like, we all remember how he started camp last year with the show me the money thing, and just that, maybe not being the most exemplary leadership display he could have put on. So that's what jumped out to me the most, of just, like, seeing him. And, like, this team absolutely has its back against the wall going into the season.
This is it.
So to hear him kind of taking the ball by the horns and kind of trying to set the standard from the jump, I just thought it was impressive.
No, I was impressed with that. The one thing I wasn't as impressed with was his reading list. He had a little LeBron kind of moment. I don't know if y'all caught that, but he went into the reasoning behind him reading every night and talking about all the great things that books are doing for him, and some of the things he likes to do with books, highlight them, write notes, pin things to his locker from said books. He does it every night. And they were like, what book you reading right now? And there was a pause, and he goes, I don't know what I'm reading. So I actually have a lot of respect for Tua not trying to lie in that situation. Sometimes you have to take a sack, and to me that was very mature of him. I wouldn't have got myself into that situation. You got to have a book in your back pocket. Fuck it, Lord of the Flies, dude. Pull something up from.
What if it's something like he's reading the Book of Mormon and he's about to, like, transition to be a Mormon, and he just didn't want to put that information out there yet. So he thought about saying it, and then he was like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't say this. Or something else. Maybe there's a book.
Or he's a Freemason.
Yeah, maybe there's a book or something he's reading and he's learning up on right now, and he doesn't want to tell people.
I just would have said, like, Goosebumps.
You got to have a fall book.
You got to have
something there.
If you're going to go on a diatribe about how important reading is, you have to have a book that you have read or
What's your fall book, Chris?
There's a book right now that I'm reading. It's been in my car for fucking 6 weeks. Homo Sapiens. Sapiens by Noah Yuval Harari.
Nice.
Great one.
Yeah, I like that book, but I've been reading it for 5-7 years. So
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like AJ Brown gave everybody the easiest fall book. Inner excellence. Like, just
yes, inner excellence.
Checking it out.
I'm on the inner excellence.
This is my book. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, here's the book, Nate. The Lost City of Z. It's a lost city in the Amazon. Reed, you know this book?
Yeah, well, I've seen the movie.
Pretty good book so far. There's a movie?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Charlie Hunnam.
The other thing he said in that piece was watching podcasts, which I think is do you guys say listening or watching?
I say watching if I'm watching something on YouTube.
You do. Interesting.
Yeah, watching.
Maybe he's watching this podcast.
I'm a listener, Noel, 100%.
Back to the Tua situation. I feel like if you're growing up, part of growing up, just like you said, Chris, is not announcing it to everyone. Like, hey, this is maybe a locker room thing.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a locker room thing. And I just feel like if I was Tyreek, maybe if you are feeling like you're coming into this season, I'm on a different foot, I'm going to be a different person, I know I have to show these guys that, like, I really mean I'm about the team. by doing that, you don't know if he's going to react the right way or not. Like now the media has kind of that little bit of spark that they need to go for a few weeks of writing stories, creating narratives, and it's just if Tyreek is not in the right headspace, it's only a matter of time where you're just like, hey, you know what, Tua? Shut the hell up. I'm the best player in this team. You need me. Yeah. Like, you make sure you focus on getting the ball to me, and I'll do what I need to do.
Listen, again, I thought probably wouldn't have gone there myself, but maybe they've already discussed this, how they would handle it in the media, and we don't know what's going on inside the building. But to your point, Nate, initially I was like, ooh, I wouldn't have – like I said, it's like the disgraced husband who's being punished quietly within the confines of his home for a couple years. He's on probation, and then you're at a dinner party being like, well, ever since last year when he followed those bottle chicks,
exactly.
Like, hey, that was 2024. We're supposed to be moving on.
And it's the clout era. So Tyreek has his own podcast. It's only a matter of time he has a guest or someone comes on there and they're just like casually like, hey, how you feel about Tua saying all that stuff? And they might phrase the question in a way to kind of set him up or whatever. And all you need is one wrong comment to get the ball rolling for everyone to start overreacting during preseason.
Which we are doing. I mean, we've been talking about this Tua Tyreek soundbite for 5-7 minutes.
Well, can we talk about the actual soundbite? Because in terms of talking about all that stuff, he ended it with, he's working on himself. That's the first step to me, and so I commend him for doing that.
Yes.
I mean,
he came across really mature.
Yeah. Yes. And now the media, not us, will take it and run with it.
Yeah. We're not going to take it and run with it. It's really inconsequential at the end of the day.
Nah.
It's just a quote.
Honestly, the coach needs to say that shit. That's really who needs to stand up there and say it, honestly. Like, it's cool that Tua says it, and I don't know if everyone's rallying behind Tua down there, but if they are, then maybe it didn't fall on deaf ears. But at the end of the day, you got to go out there and win some games. Who cares? Like, who honestly cares? If Tyreek is open, get him the ball, and that's going to help you guys win. Who cares if he quit last year? The team still has him. The organization still wants him. You have to deal with it. You need to go to work and do your job, and that's what they got to do.
Yep. In today's day and age, you can be very good and get away with a whole lot.
A whole lot.
Going north in Cincy, Zac Taylor shared that the team plans to play Joe Burrow in the preseason, quote, more than we ever have, end quote. So when you hear that from Taylor, you consider the Hendrickson and Stewart holdouts, new defense under Al Golden. How are you guys kind of thinking about the current state of the Bengals, where we stand on July 24th?
Well, I think they're the team with the most to gain or lose in training camp. Training camp's really important for every team, and it's becoming more and more condensed in this day and age. So, coaches have to get a lot out of their team over that couple-week period, and, the reps are at a premium. So I like the fact that Joe, because he's healthy, considering the fact that, like, you can go down a list of teams in the NFL that stereotypes about the things they don't do well, right? Like, certain teams suck in primetime. Certain teams are terrible in the playoffs. Certain teams can't play in the cold. We just talked about one of them. This team can't play in September. They have a hard time. They hit snooze every September. And it's one of the most confounding things in the NFL. Honestly, I mean, year after year, the same thing happens. So this camp is so important to this team. How much can they gain from an operational standpoint offensively, getting on the same page, trying to avoid the problems they've had in protection, with timing out the gate, the lack of physicality across the board. They got to be more physical. And obviously, the two rushers are mired in contractual disagreements. And you mentioned Al Golden. When there is a new coordinator in town, it's a big deal anyways. Like Tampa, for instance, with a new coordinator is, where they were last year, they were just firing on all cylinders. To assume they're going to be right where they were, that's a big leap of faith. Like, they have to come together in camp and have a great camp and get the install done. They've been doing that all summer. This team did not have it going. They were not firing on any cylinders last year. And now they're down two of their rushers, and they got a new defensive coordinator. Al Golden, who I played for in college, I think he's up to the task, but they got to get a lot out of this.
I'm not going to say that they're cooked, but the Bengals are starting this season, I would say, either medium or medium well. Because I don't understand these owners just getting in their own way. Like, you have to understand, just like you said, you have a new D coordinator, and you don't have one of the best pieces of your defense, which realistically, Golden probably, you would think that he has packages, a bunch of plays, a bunch of stuff, catering to your best rusher, and he's not even going to be there. So you can't see the chemistry. You can't see who he works well with. You can't see what linebackers work well with doing maybe stunts or blitzes and things of that such. And it's just like you just went through this last year. And here we go again. And then I feel like getting in front of the media for these owners and doing this whole word vomit thing or telling your true feelings like to everybody about your potential star and your first rounder is just I don't get it. I don't know what, when they're doing this, what they think is how it's going to help the situation out in the long run.
How old is Mike Brown?
Very old.
It wouldn't. Yeah.
Very old.
92.
I mean, for an owner, he appears to be old, within that category of
89.
folks.
Turns
So-
90 in 2
Lord.
weeks.
So I'm 40 years old. I have a hard time changing. Whether you like me or not, I have a hard time changing. These guys.
But look, can you imagine doing a media interview in 50 years?
No.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, go chill, bro. Like,
Yeah,
go
to
chill.
Duck, bro. Go to Duck, North Carolina. Macon, by the way, is a great beach.
It is great.
Yeah,
isn't
like we have all this technology, bro. Go chill. Like,
We have all this technology. Go chill.
yeah, like you could get on a FaceTime, you could get on a video call, do whatever, but you do not need to be in front of the media in person doing this. Like, you don't.
Yeah, but he's not going to change. That's the point I'm making. Is like, listen, like you get a little money, it's hard to change. You get a lot of money, it's even harder to change. And then you're 89 years old. Like, you're not going to change at all. The reputation of the Bengals is well earned, and it's going to persist until he's no longer the driving force.
Okay, hold on a minute, players.
Because it's ridiculous. There's no piece of information that he's not privy to. He's just doing his thing.
Did you see McShay flag Shamar's agent back in the draft process, saying that this guy has a reputation for not being easy to deal with? And when you see he has very few clients and other clients who have fired him in the past, it seems like there may be some truth to that rumor. Good agents tend to de-escalate, bring people together, work toward a common goal, even with the Cincinnati Bengals. And it seems like this cat thinks he's the smartest guy in the room, more of a combative approach, and it's a perfect storm with that kind of agent and this kind of franchise at a time, to your point, where training camp might be the more important to this franchise than to any other, given their track record.
It is.
And
this is it for them, and this is it for Zac Taylor.
And I know it got mixed up, but there's no possibility he can go back to college, right?
There would need to be a rule change. Like, there'd be some kind of like appeal process or something that he would have to go through to get a rule change. Once you declare for the draft,
Okay.
you're not able to play again. But he could sit out a year and re-enter the draft, which if you're Shavar Stewart looking down the line, seeing Trey Hendrickson, Hendrickson had damn near 40 sacks, and he can't get paid there. So, like, if you're Shavar Stewart, that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So if he went somewhere, he sat out for a year, like, he can still earn NIL, can he? If someone wanted to pay him?
Oh,
If he went
interesting.
back to college, yes. If
Even
he gets approved,
even if he's sitting out, right?
Yeah, if he's sitting out, he
Oh.
could sit there and do a bunch of car dealership.
That's what I'm saying. You can make a bunch of money,
I think
train for
even
another
less-
year.
Yeah, but how much money are you really making? Like, this isn't a guy who was like, a sack machine in college.
But
One and
he's
a
more of
half.
a pro- he's more of a
but don't you
pro-
have
pro prospect.
don't you have leverage now that you can say you're a first rounder to get more?
I suppose.
Or are you going to get drafted in the first round again?
If he
you don't
sat
know
out,
that.
he's not going to be a first rounder next year. And it's not just because of what he's doing definitely factors into that. We see how these guys move. They're going to be like, well, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
But, like, on top of it, you know, you're also entering a totally different draft class.
3 of their first 4 on the road in September. The defenses they'll play: Cleveland, Minnesota, and Cowboy Reed's Denver Broncos. So that offense is going to have to do ground running.
If they're 1-3, that could be curtains for Coach Taylor.
No doubt.
Should be. And nothing against the guy. I've never had, like, it out for Zac Taylor. I mean, he seems like a good guy and everything. The results, when you have one of the best couple quarterbacks on the planet.
Yep.
I know you've been to a Super Bowl and you're in the Mahomes section of the building, right? So you got to fight your way through that hallway every year to get up to the roof, so to speak. But it's just been wildly inconsistent. They put themselves in positions. They're like an ADHD team. Do you know what one of the symptoms of ADHD is? Waiting till the last minute. You don't produce enough dopamine, so you need to be under the gun to feel like a task is worth doing. And I feel like the Bengals have ADHD. In September, they're like, we'll do it later. And then it starts being like a primetime game against the Chargers, and they're like, we really need this one. It's over if we lose. They lose. All right, well, we still got a shot. It's over if we lose. You know, they're so on script every year. And last year was like, I've never seen anything like it.
What did Joe Burrow say at the podium? He said, yeah, we have to be like 9-7. So, you know, we could go undefeated here on out, like win 10 games.
Yeah, you know what? And I was watching quarterbacks. By the way, all those quarterbacks are coming across pretty good. Kirk is coming across as like a pretty funny guy in a way.
Dang it.
Like the Roy Rogers thing and all that. But I think Jared Goff's coming across as a great guy, which he is. Got a lot of respect for him, and I got a lot of respect for Joe Burrow. And watching with my kids, they've been kind of glued to the TV watching this quarterbacks. And there was a scene during the Tennessee game, which last year, you remember, even within a season of just like a comedy of errors every week, that game, they spotted Tennessee like 14 points or something like that. They found themselves down. Tennessee was not a good football team. And Joe Burrow was incensed on the sideline after the game. He was fucking pissed. And I turned away and I go, that's greatness right there. And that's got to be, circling back to this, a tough way to live for a guy that's as plugged in and wants to win as much as Joe Burrow does. He's going to lose his fucking mind if they don't change things around there.
One good thing, though, they arrested the pawn shop that sold his goods. They acquired illegally and didn't report the stolen goods right there in New York City. So someone stole the stuff in Ohio and sold it in New York City, but he got that back recently, so...
Oh, shit, dude. Waylon saw that, and he was like, we were getting ready to go to bed. He's like, are we going to get burglarized? No. I was like, nah, dude. And he was like, you know, I really wanted to be a pro athlete all this time, but like, what about the burglaries?
Yeah. What about the burglaries? What a great question, man.
It's a great question, Way.
Scary question. Scary question.
The other night, he was doing the I want to be a pro athlete thing, and my wife was doing the, hey, just remember, there's a lot of things you can be besides a pro athlete, and you got to work really hard, and you got to be really lucky. And he's like, okay, yeah. He goes, let me ask you this question. There was a pause, and he goes, how much are they making in high school these days? I was like, dude, it ain't working like that just yet. Not just yet.
High school players are making bread, though.
How much?
I think there's definitely high schoolers out there making six figures.
Yeah,
which
7 figures.
Is it 7 already?
Yeah.
Some, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I got to tell Waylon the truth now.
Man.
then you gotta be like-
imagine your son's making like 7 figures, and you're like, clean your room. He's like, get out of here, you broke bitch.
What?
Man, I always said I wouldn't put my hands on my kids, but if my son's 17 and he calls me broke and won't clean his room, we might fight.
Dad, I got a cleaner. I got a cleaner coming. Get out of my face.
Yeah. What if he says, I have a
Who the
cleaner
fuck
coming?
is this? He's like,
Every
"Don't worry,
Wednesday,
buddy."
they're cleaning my room.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No, the plot twist is that he he hires your cleaning people from you.
Oh, yeah.
Just for
And I'm like, what the fuck? You didn't do my closet? They're like, we work for Mr. Whalen now.
Oh man.
Can you imagine what else? Like, just all the you talk about going from really excited for your kid to all of a sudden like, damn, I can't tell him.
But imagine
shit.
that kid that has maybe not the best relationship or the best parents, and now you can big dick them and be like, you know what? the tables have turned.
So we got high school football players getting paid, but not players for the Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, annual event here, Cowboys player contract dispute, right on schedule. This time, Micah Parsons. How do you guys see the Jerry versus Micah saga unfolding here as we inch our way closer to the season opener?
This might be a stupid question, but when have these ever not resolved themselves?
How do you mean? A hold in specifically with lower
mean,
back tightness?
How many times does the player ultimately not get the bag? The best player on the team ultimately not get the bag from his team. And we saw this last year with Dak. Noel pointed that out. Like, you know, Dak, we were wondering when they were going to do it, when they were going to do it. They had a deal in place and seemed to break it right when the NFL season got started. Wasn't it right after preseason?
Yep.
So, you know, like maybe there's something agreed to in principle and they're a lot closer than everybody's leading on. But, like, when does this stuff not get done? I know I had the reaction the other day, and I still do, of like, hey, Jerry, this is like, Jerry, you're making a fool out of yourself, man. Like, and I'm not saying this is somebody who, like, I don't like the Cowboys, but I don't obsess over the Cowboys as much as some because they've won 4 playoff games since 2000. When you look at the other teams in that echelon, it's like the Bears, the Raiders, teams like that, okay? So what have the Cowboys done to be the center of attention other than having that star on their helmet? And so, you know, I kind of look at it and I say, this will eventually get done. And number two, you know, Jerry talks about all the risks you take on when you sign a player to, you know, a deal or, you know, talking about guaranteed money, that, and third. It's a risk playing for the Cowboys. If you're a premier pass rusher or any position player, you're going to play for a team that's won 4 playoff games since 2000. Your earning window is only so big. Your window to cash in on the next contract is only so big. Players on good teams appear to be good players at a higher click and get paid. So, you know, like, Jerry, look in the mirror. It's not like Dallas is a place you know where a place is that you go and you look better unless you're Bryce Huff. Like, and I'm not being funny, but like Philly. You go there, you're on the Monstars, man. You know, like, everybody's going to look better for having played in Philly. Dallas is not one of those places right now. So I know it's not a straight line that we're drawing or a parallel between guaranteed money or contract and the risks that players take in selecting their team. But if I was a player, I wouldn't want to play for the Cowboys.
I have one for you. Le'Veon Bell, 2018. Refused to sign his franchise tag, sat out the entire season, then entered unrestricted free agency and signed with the New York Jets.
Right.
Rare.
Yeah.
Different position.
And now look at him. He's doing great. So
Yeah.
I mean, Micah obviously hasn't practiced. Like, he's, just doing, like, the back tightness thing. But I still feel like it's such a risk. I mean, he could, like, there could be some kind of freak thing where, you know, God forbid, but, like, some kind of injury where I just don't understand why he's not holding out is, like, my question. Especially because when you're on a rookie deal, you can be fined up to, like, $40K per day missing camp. But on rookie deals, those fines can get rescinded. So
they rescinded,
would.
Yeah.
So he has no financial downside. Like, it's just
Team
the
first
whole, like,
mentality, Noel.
It makes you think
He's a
maybe they have a
professional.
deal.
He is.
Maybe they have some sort of a deal. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Jerry doesn't like looking like he's just getting rolled over.
But
Right.
here's the thing. It's just Cowboys are always the most talked about. And honestly, since last year's media whole thing with Micah being in the media and since the end of the season, Cowboys, they didn't do anything again. I just feel like why at this very first opportunity of team activities does your owner your old owner have to get in front of the media and stir the pot? Like, it's just like, yo, your guy is showing up. It's not like he's been out there saying I'm holding out or he's putting out anything negative into the media. And even if I am thinking about doing the right thing, what happens if now that I hear you stirring the pot and you saying all this BS, you saying I sat out 6 games when it was only 4 games, you're trying to downplay.
That's libel.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're trying to downplay my accomplishments like while we're going through money talks, and I don't like it. So it's one of those things where maybe I am trying to do the right thing by my team, and hey, maybe I like to be at camp. I want to get the work in. I want to be out there. I don't want to have to worry about this. I want to let my agents worry about this. Yep. But let's worry about it behind closed doors and not have everyone in our business. And now every time I go to the podium from here until the season starts, which is every single day, I'm going to have to hear about this until it's done.
Yeah, and also
percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
And that's the key to this whole thing. Is there's going to be days like this when you own the Dallas Cowboys. You know, it's not all going to be sunshine and glory holes. Smiles.
There's new team issued merch, swag, gear every single year. He doesn't want to miss out on that. Maybe he likes getting his lower back rubbed on in the facility. I mean, he does have to walk in and say my back is tight, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a good place to get treatment.
It's
a good place to get treatment depending on how you feel about your trainers.
You know the world I envision, fellas, is where somebody's under contract and then they honor the contract. I know y'all are all going to be, Micah Parsons is the best player in the NFL and deserves to get paid more. Cat's under contract. Signed a contract, you know? Can we renegotiate all the players who suck? Can we start doing that?
Counterpoint.
Okay.
He's going to make $24 million this year, fully guaranteed. But if something happens that will prevent him from playing after this year, TJ Watt just signed for $108 million guaranteed at signing.
Yeah, well, Micah should have thought about that 5 years ago, you know? Maybe
as a rookie.
Maybe the players' union should have been working harder on his behalf. I just love a contract, you know?
I know you do. I know you do.
People abiding by them. Love them.
I know you do.
And you never been contracts for star players or star clients? There's never an exception. Like, and if you were to make
there are no exceptions with Macon.
And when if you are going to make an exception, wouldn't it be for the best player on the defensive side of your team?
For sure, Nate. My comment is mostly tongue in cheek. I find it humorous that we're on the person who's trying to the side of the person trying to break the contract, as opposed to glory hole.
What about coaches and their mobility? Your white collar ass, face ass.
Are we talking about college?
Wearing ass. I'm talking about everybody, dude. Just
love a contract.
Love a contract.
Honor your contracts. Sign contracts and honor them.
So, I mean, we had a lot of these, players, some ownership issues, but there have been some fun stuff from training camp as well. Geno, I didn't write back, Smith ripped another great quote the other day. I didn't come to Vegas to roll the dice. I came to run the table. And with Nate, with that quote, the last year's Geno quote being one of your favorites during the 2024 season, do you think this is going to make it at the top of your quotable list?
I just can't wait. It's good or bad. With TikTok and with internet error, I can't wait for them to run this quote, and then it's just boom, edits of a bunch of interceptions and a bunch of sacks and fumbles, or it's going to be a bunch of fist pump and dimes. But hey, Geno, back with Pete Carroll, Pete probably has him feeling very, very good about himself. He's the type of coach that can put that confidence in his players. So Geno with the bars, it isn't surprising, and hopefully plays well. I feel like Vegas is due for maybe one of those seasons. They've, I wouldn't say been on the cusp. They always have pretty good talent, and maybe it's something where they just needed a coach plugged in where maybe it can relate to 3 or 4 more wins for them on the season. So
they are one of those teams that if they win some close games, they could win, 9 games or something like that, or 10 games. And honestly, like, you always have seems like you have question marks about the defense generally. But I would say Pete Carroll is a guy that, to your point, breathes a little confidence into his group. Like, you heard him talking some quotes in a similar vein where it's like, hey, we're going to win a lot of games here. It's almost like they get together and Gino and him are like, all right, let's sound as confident as we possibly can, because we have to set the tone, because there's a lot of players here and we've worked together before that aren't sure what to expect when a new regime comes together. So you want to appear very confident. And good for him.
I can see Pete being like, hey, Gino, that run the tables quote, I like that. We are going to run the table. We're going to run I'm here to run the tables too.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, the wide receiver room is Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, Jack Besh, Dante Thornton, Tommy Malott, Alec Bachman.
No, they got that young kid. They got that young kid. They can put
Phillips.
What about the tight end? They can put the load. They can put the load on that young guy. He's shown it already.
Whoa.
He's shown it already. Hey,
Wow.
easy, sick guy, easy.
Oh, easy me?
Yeah, easy.
I'll say, like, hey, look at my finger, and you'll be like, oh, pause. And then you're like, yeah, bust a nut on that young tight end. And I'm not supposed to say anything? How the fuck does this game work?
Bro, you're
so selective with your little game.
Bro, by choice, you use a pen with a penis on it, with a naked pink penis on it.
Do I use that pen?
Yes, all the time.
That's like
I saw you
like
over there
khaki
stroking that
penis.
pen. I saw you over there fondling that pen.
Gino's wordsmiths have come a long way since 10 years ago. That broken jaw.
Yeah, so I made a list because I don't know what to talk about anymore at this point in the summer. But I made a list of things I remember from training camp, like the biggest things that I remember from training camp, like watching. The one that obviously is so rare is, like, it's rare to see a quarterback get in a fight on the field. Now, we saw with Cam Newton, who put Josh Norman in a headlock, and like that further cemented the fact that he's like a football player, not a quarterback, and like, you got to respect that about him as a big motherfucker. But Gino getting in a fight, like, you're not supposed to punch quarterbacks. You're not supposed to touch quarterbacks, let alone break their jaws. And it felt to me like at that juncture in his career, he must not have been that well liked. For you to be and the turnaround that he's made since that crazy day. The guy who punched him, I think, ended up playing in Buffalo another year or two, but that was the punch heard around the world in August. That was some of the biggest training camp news I can ever remember.
Probably changed the trajectory of his career, like having to sit out like for the first 6 games of your career and not being available because your jaw, because one of your teammates punched you.
Yep.
Like, that's crazy. I mean, you hear about fights. You hear about fights all the time, but rarely do you hear that the quarterback got in a fight. Like, you can't touch the quarterback in practice. You can't get near the quarterback in practice. Red jerseys, but he managed to get punched in the jaw.
That's crazy. You had to be doing some really out-of-pocket shit.
Yeah. Either that or
the other guy's just insane.
Yeah, exactly. Or that can definitely be it too. Someone just with a live wire and just ready to go.
Weren't you there for the Marty fight that was really funny?
Yeah, it was.
Marty Bennett?
It was.
What did he say? Didn't he say something crazy?
Well, yeah, it was between him and Virginia
Brandon
Tech
Marshall.
kid? Say it again. But
Kyle Fuller.
Yeah,
Kyle
Kyle Fuller accidentally grabbed Marty by the face mask and while trying to make a tackle and brought him down aggressively. And when Marty got up, rightfully so, he was really upset. Kyle Fuller was backing up and was kind of like, my bad, doing the whole, my bad, I didn't mean to. And Marty in the moment was so pissed. While Kyle Fuller has his hands up, he just grabs his face mask and kind of like, you know how Spider-Man like punches the ground, like with his hand, not letting go of the face mask. He punches the ground, which makes Kyle Fuller's neck and head just like go to the ground, and body just go to the ground. And this is in front of probably like 10,000 fans.
Yeah, it was in Bourbonnais.
in Bourbonnais, Illinois, Olivet Nazareth College. And you just hear everyone just go, ooh. And then it got crazy. But after the fact, when kind of everyone was kind of like breaking things up and calming down, Brandon Marshall had a lot to say. And he like really, really loud. He was like, what are you doing? We need that guy. And Marty looked like his head was going to explode. And he looked and he goes, we need him. We need me. And then his focus of anger then turned to Brandon Marshall. And then they almost fought. And I think Marty had said, what did he say?
He said Pro Bowlers get knocked out too,
Pro
or something
Bowlers
like that.
Can get knocked out too.
Do you want to talk or do you want to fight? And then Brandon Marshall said, meh.
Is that what Marty's account
That's what
of it
Marty
was?
said. Yeah, it's Brandon Marshall.
Oh, man.
It's hot out there. It's hot out there. Guys fight when it's hot.
Poor Mark Trestman, just a friendly, nice Canadian trying to just coach a football team.
When you and Kyle fought, what did he say? You guys are brothers.
Oh! There goes Fax 93.
Oh, there he is. What are you thinking about doing? You thinking about getting Kyle Fuller's back?
Bro.
Is he on his own?
Nah, not against Marty. Me and Marty, we played pickup together. We used to play pickup together at Lifetime Fitness basketball in whatever, in Illinois, in wherever, Lake Forest.
Yeah.
Dude fouled Marty.
Are you doing a non-silent S thing today?
What's that?
Just the Illinois and Bourbonnais.
Okay, Illinois.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. But in a pickup basketball game, a regular Joe, not on purpose, fouled Martellus Bennett. And after he fouled him, Martellus Bennett proceeded to grab this guy, like, with two hands, bully style, put him up on the padded wall, and was like, don't try to contest my shot. Like, you're not going to block me? Like, what are you doing? I'm a pro football player.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. And he was pretty good at basketball, too.
He was very good at basketball.
Yeah.
Those are some good pickup games.
He also, like that's a big man to find yourself in a squabble with as a civilian.
The dude
you guys
was
are just playing pickup with like finance bros?
Bro, the dude was like just like you said, like a finance bro, just playing hard basketball, did not try to foul him purposely. The fear in this guy's eyes and face, because everyone was just like, it was just so sudden, and like he did it, and then he just kind of let him go, and then ran down the court and got ready for defense. Like, and everyone was just kind of like, "Yo, what just happened?"
Holy shit!
Oh man,
That's awesome. Good memories there, man.
Cowboy, can you pull up Stephen Davis and Michael Westbrook, late 90s? It's the very definition of someone wailing on somebody else. I don't know if anybody ever got a backstory.
Oh, never mind.
It was Michael Westbrook. He's wearing 82 and just pummeling the franchise running back.
Punches
Oh
Stephen
my
Davis.
Damn, dude.
On something that I said or possibly he said. Michael Westbrook lands some huge punches on Stephen Davis.
We apologize. I accept the apology.
Disagreement on something I said or possibly he said.
Possibly he said.
I don't know why he is, man.
Yeah, you don't want to fight with a guy a skill guy who's got those sunglasses or the knee braces. Like he put those knee braces on him, it was over, dude. That's a beat down right there. That's one where you just got to cover up.
Who else did you have in your training camp memory bank?
The Jaguars cutting David Garrard a week before week 1, and Blaine Gabbert forced to start where he visibly was not ready. And everyone part of that locker room, in that locker room, we all knew. Blaine knew he was not ready.
Right.
And for them, whether people and the coaching staff knew or not that was going to happen, and the way why can't I think of his name right now?
Jack Del Rio.
The way Jack Del Rio reacted, when this happened makes me think that he didn't know, but Blaine was not prepared. He wasn't ready. He was still flinching in the pocket, scared to get hit in practice where quarterbacks don't get hit. And it was just one of the craziest things. And he got cut after we did the team banquet with all the season ticket holders who pay money to sit at a specific table.
That is one of the dirtiest things I've ever heard.
They paid to sit with certain players at specific tables. On the bus ride home from that, while we're still in our jerseys, because we took pictures with fans and the season ticket holders and whatever it may be, on the bus ride home for that, all of a sudden you hear guys being like, "Yo, they cut Dave." They like, "What? Dave who? Dave who?" They just cut our quarterback because if they didn't, I think they were going to owe him $9 million if they didn't cut him. So they let him go. Contracts. Ooh, contracts.
They should have honored it.
I thought this was the most obvious angle, is the fact that they don't have to honor the contracts. But here's an example where, and what a dirtbag move, and it's just the reality in the NFL. But like, I mean, that luncheon thing. You know, most people listening have never been to one of these luncheons. They're like, you know, you're at the most tired you are in camp. Like,
Dog
you're
and
hanging
pony
on.
show.
It's stressful. People are fighting for their lives, and they're like, all right, today, instead of a day off, we're going to go down to this expo center, and we're going to feed you lunch meat, and you got to wear a really tight game jersey and sit with, like, people from
That's exactly what it is.
Virginia National Bank. Nothing against bankers or people at, like, a medical sales device company, but like I'm in the middle of training camp. Like I don't feel like doing this. Like I'm institutionalized at this point, and you sit there and they feed you like wedge lettuce and nasty lunch meat and
wait,
and you're like a caged animal.
I took out the best part.
What
he addressed everybody. He was the speaker.
Yeah, they had to have him talk. There was nobody else to talk.
He was the speaker. Like so, it's just and that was my rookie season. So really, the impact of everything that was going on. Oh yeah, or maybe my second season, rookie season or second season, my second year, my first training camp with Jacksonville, and I was still young. So like the impact of really what was going on in the moment, like I didn't really know. Like in my head, just being a free agent, dudes get cut every day, B. Like the guys you're around and you're near, guys get cut every single day. Guys are there 2 days. So it's just one of those things for me, like not really being a Jacksonville Jaguar fan and knowing about their team and what, like how good David Garrard was. I was just like, oh, like guys get cut. Like I guess that's just what happens or whatever. But now looking back and just the whole ordeal as a whole, like we're talking about, making him do that banquet, knowing that you're already going to get rid of him and doing that whole thing.
Some dirty shit, dude.
It really is.
I've seen guys get cut on the plane ride back. Like I've seen dudes get cut on my rookie year. They were cutting dudes on the plane ride back from the Chiefs' final preseason game. We went to Arrowhead. Like that's a 20-minute flight. Like you couldn't wait till we got home. You got to like pull the guy out of like 16C and cut him like on the plane. Like dudes were like crying in the plane and shit. Like it's a weird time. Nolan, you were a Grim Reaper, weren't you?
I was a Reaper, yeah.
What was the hardest cut you had to make?
Tales of the Reaper.
Dude, I mean, it's I mean, the worst ones are like the P squad guys who are like you're cutting them every week. Like you cut them and then they come back to practice and you cut them, and it's like, I mean, like you do that like car ride, drop them off the hotel so many times, like you kind of develop a little bit of a relationship, and then eventually the guy's like, I'm just like numb to it now. And I'm like, holy shit. But like the worst, I mean, there are some bad ones, but like there was one, like I won't name any names, but a dude had gotten wind that I was coming down, and he was like the last thing I ever want to do is go in the locker room because that's like the player's sanctuary, and I'm like, I'm staying out of there. But I couldn't find this dude, and you know they got the front office needs to get this done, so I go in there, and he had gotten word that I was kind of around, and he was just hiding out in the shower, and like wasn't gonna come out, and like
With his clothes on?
Smart.
just a towel, and I'm like,
You want to cut me?
yo.
You're going to have to cut me like this.
If I
Yeah,
stayed here
like-
long enough, maybe they'll find someone else to cut.
Yeah, right. And then, but then it's like, I'm getting texts like, "Yo, where are you at? Like, we gotta get.
We're going
this
to cut
moving."
you.
Yeah, right, right. So eventually, I'm like, now I'm getting pissed. I'm like, fuck me now. Like now I might get cut. So eventually, I'm just like hollering in the bathroom, like, "Yo, let's go!" Like, he
You
knows
back
what's
there?
going on. Yeah,
You're fucking
like,
cut. It's fucking over, man.
I'm like, put some
Again.
clothes on. Yeah, brutal. It's awful. It's the worst.
That's so bad, dude. And you know, I've seen guys get cut before that had like really. They were like fixtures, like they were like practice squad fixtures, or guys that like somebody like Steven Means, who, if Eagles fans remember him, way back when I played, he was like a practice squad beast.
Yep.
And he was kind of that guy that never got a lot of play during, you know, an NFL Sunday, but everybody on the team respected the fuck out of him. The O-lineman feared him because he had like a 50-pound head, and he would just battering ram people. And yeah, Nate, pause. And Nate's head came up like, maybe I can get my get back. It's on the line. But he used to just obliterate people, dude. And when they cut him, you'd have thought we cut like Chuck Bednarik. And I'm not being funny. Like, dudes were shook up over it. D coordinator Schwartz was shook up over it. And so, like, it's a really hard time. Like, there's some guys that, like, every cut hurts, but some guys have been there a long time. And then what's really sad is when you start to see guys that you grew up watching, or guys that, like, you really respected who are older than you, and they're on their last leg. And, you know, they're veterans, and you're watching them around cut time. And, you know, it's hard. Some of them are living in hotels and you know, kind of just moving around. They're away from their family. It's a tough time of year, man. Not right now. A couple weeks from now is going to be real tough. Yeah. Where did you hang out? Like, if you were trying to get guys, was it by the Uncrustables?
I mean, I would always go like weight room, training room, nutrition area,
Parking lot.
and then like
Just emerge from between two cars.
well, then like you could find one of the strength guys. Yo, have you seen so and so? Like maybe check a positional meeting room, guys crunching tape, whatever. But after
Did
a
you
few
just
laps,
go get them to take them to the general manager?
Yeah, you bring them upstairs, and then like the executive.
Is it like get your playbook?
Yeah, your iPad.
Yeah.
Grab
It's like,
your
hey,
iPad.
you know, they want to holler at you upstairs.
Cut me,
like,
Nolan,
you
real
know,
fast.
like-
Cut me.
Yeah, cut Reed.
Cut me.
They just told you, the front office
Okay,
just
yeah,
told you,
okay.
Reed's the next guy. Here's the list, and Reed's the first one on the list.
All right, Reed's in the bathroom, spread eagle.
Hey,
We
Reed,
got to
they
go
want-
in.
Reed, they want to talk to you upstairs.
All right, cool. I'm going
That's
to
it.
take a shower real
That's
fast.
all I would say.
Hey,
Well,
Reed,
everybody
pull up your
knows.
pants. We need an
He's got his
ambulance. There's a
butthole
girl
out.
upstairs talking to plants.
Put some fucking clothes on. I want to talk to you upstairs.
Reed, you can stand up straight now. Stop pulling your butt cheeks apart. We've done this before. Hey, you gotta talk to Joe Douglas.
Yeah. I got one more nostalgia one that
Yeah.
I just remember following the headlines of this. But you remember the Albert Hainsworth conditioning test?
Oh yeah.
It was like crazy to me to follow because I was like, I mean, how hard were the conditioning tests? Like,
Hard. If you're not
It depended.
no, even if you are. Here's the thing about the conditioning test. The 300 test.
it was the 300 test. They did.
Okay,
So
so
for
give them.
Shanahan.
Let me give you a synopsis of what 300-yard shuttle is. It's 50 and back 6 times. or 3 times, 50 and back 3 times. And, some people do it 100 and back, but it's some people do it 25 and back, 12 times?
Or whatever it is,
6 times, 6, whatever it is. I'm all fucked up. I can't do math when I'm sick. But yeah, like 25 and back is hard. We used to see dudes pulling up at the end. The funniest with the conditioning test was, and I don't know if this is what you remember about the Haynesworth thing, I just remember he couldn't pass it, right?
Yeah, it carried on for like a week and a half. Shanahan wouldn't let him practice till he passed it.
And that happens every year with guys. The funniest shit is the guys that clearly aren't going to make it, and they dive at the very end to, like, impress the coaches. Like, he wants it so bad. He didn't want it bad enough to train in the offseason, but this guy really wants it. In this moment, he's willing to
look. Let me cape for Albert Haynesworth a little bit.
His was the 25 test.
That test,
that's tough.
I don't think the 25 one. I don't think O-linemen or guys over a certain weight, like, you should have to do the 25 one. I think that one's. I think that's the hardest out of all of them. And honestly, I just feel like the times it should be different for certain guys. How big was Albert? Like 350? He was up there, right?
Yeah, he was huge. I mean, he had to be 360. Hey, I got the headline here from 2010.
6'6",
Albert
350.
Albert
350.
This is a great ESPN headline. Knee won't allow Haynesworth to complete test.
Bro,
you don't have a choice.
I feel you. When you're 300 pounds plus, and I used to be 300 pounds like my second year, and it's one of those things. If you have any nagging injury, bro, like it can definitely hold you back from doing stuff. When you're that big, your body tells you, hey.
Imagine being a white guy trying to run that conditioning test. You heard Amon-Ra's dad last week. We're all playing at a disadvantage. I got 2 white parents. You expect me to go the same conditioning tests as players with
no,
with
but the way he's talking, your dad is like the 10 times better equivalent than him, like in a sense of top of the line in their profession.
But how did he get there?
Say it again.
How did he get there? Because he had 2 white parents. We're just overcomers. I'm just glad that somebody is finally saying the quiet part out loud, which is I am an overcomer, and they should do an E60 about me.
Oh, at some point there will be an E60 about high motor white guys and the greats. I think you'll be top 10.
Top 10 high motor?
High motor, for sure.
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think of the other one. I had one other thing in training camp. D-Hop popping D'Angelo Hall's Achilles, which is not a funny thing, but like it's also one of the most like decisive victories in like a one-on-one.
I don't fear no one. I fear God, boy.
And D Hall's a cool dude, and even for a Hokie, I really like D Hall, and he was a great player. But that day, it was like that was also at a point in D Hop's career where we were like, this young guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
And it was a veteran and the young guy, and there's nothing more sobering than when the young guy is like, I'm here to not take your spot, but I'm here to take your food. And under the current set of circumstances, I'm just that good, and I'm that young.
And the way they edited and cut that clip up, that always goes viral, probably once a year. At some point, it'll get put out, and every time you see it, you're just like, oh.
Just like you. Well, we can box. I feel God, homie. I feel God.
I fear God.
I feel God, boy. I feel God, boy. I feel God, boy.
Yeet. Oh, man.
Never sounded as cool as when I used to say that. I fear God.
I fear God.
I used to go against like JP. I fear God. And they just blocked the shit out of me. It didn't work as well. All right, so yeah, that's those are the most noteworthy camp memories I have as a fan of the game. Like things that didn't happen at my training camp, like things that rocked my world.
Training camp you get to throw that jersey back on, and a few of these teams they get to throw some new threads on. We've had a number of new jersey releases. I'll run you through a few of them. The Packers today What do you guys think of this new helmet?
Cheeks.
Just stop with
Cheeks.
it. Stop with the faux leather.
Stop with that. Yeah, I
This
agree.
is significantly better
I like
than the Aaron Rodgers brown helmet one. They had the same jersey, but just straight brown helmet.
You know what? You want to know why I like this?
Huh.
Because we're one marketing deal away from a team having a Pokeball on their helmet, and it's going to be electric. It's going to be
That's
electric.
realistic.
It's going to be so great. It's going to be so fire. Like, we need something different. It's cool. It's the alternate. They only get to wear this, once, maximum twice a year, right? Like, when they
just twice a year to get the fucking the Squirtle on your helmet.
Bro.
No.
It's like a bad Army-Navy uniform.
Yeah.
No, what it reminds me of is the
College.
Illinois uniform.
Yeah.
I think Illinois tried to do something like this.
Theirs was lit.
And I think Illinois actually did a good job with it, but it doesn't work as well here.
But the
I'm not a
Illinois
big-
had an artist who hand-painted every single helmet for that. So I wonder
Illinois did way better here.
I wonder if they had someone paint those, or it's just like the stickers.
Maybe it's crayons.
I want to show you this because there was a very special reveal of this helmet.
Staged.
Totally fake.
One of the most staged things of the past year. One of them. This is staged. This guy's falling off. It's the Browns helmet reveal, which I don't even understand really. Like, I kind of thought they already had that helmet. It's brown. It's got an orange stripe. Guy falls in the water. It's pretty clear from other angles that they're doing marketing for dude wipes. Right? The other angle, dude wipes, mascot. He's Johnny on the spot. Shot's perfect. Guy falls off the boat. We're falling for the okie doke, but it is pretty funny. It's good marketing.
It's totally fake. The only thing worse than the fake out is the helmet. Their normal helmet is orange, Chris, with the brown and white stripe.
Have we ever seen a brown helmet in any form or fashion?
Know. Because the alt that they've had in the last couple of years, the whiteout has
White.
been sweet.
Yeah, I think their white helmet alt's one of them ones, dude. I don't know what they're doing. They're just doing too much. And in what universe is this like a great uniform and like people are like 100% behind this Dookie uniform and they're throwing stones at the Steelers throwbacks? And they didn't like the Giants throwbacks last year. This might be the thing that I'm most on an island about in sports. You know the meme where the guy's standing up in the town hall and he's like, actually, I like the Steelers throwbacks. I think they're fucking cool.
Dude, the yellow helmet.
I mean, what color helmet would you have it be?
Not a Heinz Mayo helmet.
If that was my only choice, I would do a throwback.
That's crazy. Is it the brown
Mustard.
pant? You guys are continuing to worry about the brown pant.
Dijon mustard.
Dude, I think it's a good look. I think it was a good look for the Giants last year. I'm not saying this to troll or rage bait. Like, it's one of the things in life that I truly don't understand how I'm on such an island.
Yeah, they're really not bad.
It's a good-looking uniform. Not everybody here can have great taste, guys, you know?
All right, how about these two compared?
The fact that they're comparing them, like, listen, the Bumblebees weren't that bad, dude. Like, you know, it's one Sunday a year you're going to see this fucked up look. And who cares?
This is why they made a new one. Is because everyone complained so much about the Bumblebees.
But that's bullshit that they're comparing it to the Batman uniforms. Like, that's crazy. That's not even close. Those are hideous, bro. Like, you can tell some people just don't pay attention, like, even to the picture that they're looking at. Like, if you're comparing that to the new Steelers uniforms, like, I understand if you don't like them, but that's not even close. I think it looks better than their black uniforms.
Keep going up. Keep going up. No,
these?
the other way,
Come on.
Really?
Are you serious?
That's a little rage bait.
That is.
Well, you guys
But I don't think the black uniforms are that great. Like,
those
listen,
are trash.
Which
These?
are?
Yes.
They're not great.
They're not, because it's no.
But they're not. They're not worse
creativity.
than the new yellows.
I don't know. The new yellows are pretty good in my book. Black and yellow is a really great combination of colors.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
I know, but if you tell Steelers fans that, they don't call it yellow.
It's maize, right?
I don't know, but like it never seemed to
Michigan.
bother him when Wiz Khalifa was singing Black and Yellow at all their games.
All right, what did we think about the Bills helmets?
Dude, this is one of those things that I guarantee you most people didn't realize they weren't wearing red helmets, and
Right.
it would make a big difference, dude. I know that they want to avoid the four falls of Buffalo and that whole look, but like, I think it looks great.
It's like, what was that? What's that phenomenon, Nate, that you were talking about last week? The Shazam thing?
Sinbad.
The Bernstein
Sinbad,
effect,
thank you.
Or no.
Yeah. That's what I feel
Mandela
like.
effect.
This is
Mandela effect.
Mandela.
effect.
Everyone's
Mandela,
thinking
Shazam.
that
Yeah, they're beautiful.
So, time out. So they never wore red helmets?
They wore them in the
No,
90s.
they always
yeah.
did.
And
Jim
back
Kelly.
in the day.
So this picture right here is Photoshop that I'm looking
That's
at?
shopped. You usually see Josh Allen in a white helmet, which I think leave a lot of money on the table doing that, in my opinion.
You
It
wouldn't be
is shopped, but that's what they're going to wear in Week 18 this year. But they're not going back to the Jim Kelly era jersey, which, in my opinion, is superior to this jersey because of all the wacky striping going on.
Yeah, I'm with you, actually, Macon. I'd
Yeah,
take,
that's fair.
I'd take the Thurman Thomas's wholesale. The Saints, please wear that helmet. That gradient black helmet is one of the worst helmets in football.
yeah.
And anybody who likes that gradient black helmet,
So let me ask you this.
I'd like to see how you decorate your house
When
and
you
shit.
when you
wearing
guys
that
are
big
saying you don't like all black or
Whoa.
all black helmets.
That's a dog shit helmet. You're Wake Forest with like
Yeah.
A
with
dumb
like
helmet.
some weird thing on your dome.
Okay. What makes like a jersey or a helmet that when you look at it like automatically you're like no.
What makes a face beautiful? What makes a face less attractive?
What are you asking?
What are you asking? I'm asking you, what do you find attractive in somebody's face? You know, it's just sometimes you see somebody, you're like, that's a good looking person. Or maybe that person's not my cup of tea. It's the same thing with uniforms.
So
Sometimes you can't explain it.
Okay, for helmets, are you a fan of any helmets that are just old school, nothing on, like the Browns?
Fuck yeah.
No decals, no logos, nothing, solid color.
Yeah,
Those are the best
absolutely. I
ones.
love a good solid color with a block number.
Penn
Oh,
State,
just enough.
Alabama Crimson Tide helmet.
Okay.
Ohio State.
But for the
You know.
NFL, do you think that will look all right with the jerseys?
It depends on the team. If I was to make a single NFL helmet go away in favor of a logoless helmet,
The Browns look great.
who's got the worst helmet logo? It's just that simple. The Bengals have one of the best helmets in football, period. I've never been a big fan of the Bucks flag. And I'm not a fan of Washington Commanders' W logo.
Look, and this isn't rage bait. This isn't rage bait. But explain to me, if you're not a Philadelphia Eagles fan, what is so great about the Kelly Green?
Oh, brother.
Oh, my God.
But like you guys are saying that. Okay, oh my God, what?
It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
It's literally just a different hue of
If
green.
you're not into 5'10" drop dead gorgeous brunettes, what is it about Dua Lipa?
But it's just
Said.
two hue colors different than the regular helmet.
Right, but we're talking about like colors and such. And
Okay.
we like that one.
Yeah, it's a nice color. Kelly Green's one of the best colors in the color kingdom.
And the wings become silver with white outline.
Titans probably need to do something at some point. I mean, I
The
like
dark-
the logo and everything, but I'm not married to it.
That dark blue helmet with the powder blue and the white logo. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
zero.
If you don't have a logo, you have to have tradition. You have to be a very old team.
Goat.
These are A1,
This
dude.
is
These
goat.
are A1.
Creamsicle.
Look at that
Well,
color
so
and that
that's what I was going to
stripe.
ask you, Nate. Do you like the creamsicles?
I love the creamsicle, and I don't know.
I
if
think
it's-
it's a similar concept as the Kelly Greens. It's just a perfect color.
Perfect
But
color.
the Kelly Green don't have a famous ice cream that you can compare it to, and that was like an implement of my childhood. So when I see this jersey, I think about a hot summer day, and you're hearing the damn ice cream man coming, and you're running to try to get in line to hope.
So you get hungry when you see those things,
bro. You're just hoping that the people in front of you, everyone's not getting creamsicles. So there's
It looks
one.
like the Flintstone push pop flavor I used to love.
Yes, that one too. That's creamsicle flavor.
No, I
Fire.
know. I'd be a big fan.
Fire. Pause.
Big fan.
Pause too. Just
They
thinking
should go back.
about eating a Flintstone push pop.
Yeah, eating ice cream. That's just too sexual. That's too sexual.
All right, how about the Chargers? They just announced this the other day. Look at their
Dude, I'm really glad that they have the Natron means in at their disposal. That navy look is great. I would argue that all yellow look is not a good thing.
Bro, you're crazy, yo. The color rushes are like the best. It's the best, yo.
Dude, they legitimately make fun of the color rush games. Like do you ever see the Rams? My last game as a Ram. It was the ketchup and mustard.
Yes.
It was my last game in St. Louis. It was ketchup and mustard.
And then the last one, the Commanders.
Commanders?
Are we on these guys?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's all you got to do. Just shit. Man, fuck, that looks great.
That looks cool.
I mean, the logo's not great. You don't have to go back to the old one, but, like, you can do this.
Yeah.
Hey, that might be a
these things
contender for deleting a logo on a helmet.
Yeah.
Just get rid of that
Discipline.
ugly
Absolute
W.
contender.
Yeah.
When they were the football team, wasn't it very basic?
This reminds me of, you know who this reminds me of? Daryl Green. Seeing this
Oh, yeah, it
jersey.
does.
Like, yeah, this is, I don't know. This looks good, but I think I'm a fan of dark and dark or light and light. I don't like pants being.
Oh, you like solid colors.
I do like solid color. I don't know why. I don't know why, but yeah.
You don't like diversity.
Is that what you got from that?
Sort of. Whoa.
It appears.
Look at these boxes. I'm surrounded by diversity.
Yeah, you're right. You are right, dude. You are holding the fort down, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man.
All right, coming off of some jersey talk, we're going to
good.
do some Immaculate Grids.
Ooh.
Our favorite game, everyone knows. So we'll go, I'll read it from the top so you can play along from home. So we're going left column is the Bills, next to them Colts, and then a 10,000-yard passing career.
So do you have, like, for instance, like Drew Brees for the Chargers, like, would that count? Or
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Career. So yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it does, but
I mean, most people aren't going to think of Drew Brees. They're going to be, or you could go old school and see how many people are talking about Fouts or I'm trying to think who had a short stint on the Chargers.
Yeah.
But Chargers and Bills is Tyrod Taylor. That's going to be too high, though. That's going to be an over 50% deal. So
I forgot about this. We try to go with barely.
Low, yeah. And real fast, on the left side, we've got Commanders, Jaguars, Chargers.
Commanders, Jaguars, Chargers.
Yeah.
Washington and Buffalo. That's a tough one. This is a tough one, man.
If we strike out Curtis Samuels and play there.
Yeah.
Curtis
Hold on.
Samuel.
Did Bortles play for the Bills
Bruce Smith?
ever?
Bruce Smith would be
Smith,
high.
yes. Bruce Smith might be high, though. Let's see.
Commander passer Jason Campbell.
Commander and who? Passing?
Commander
I thought about that,
passing.
but did he throw for 10,000?
I'm pretty
Certainly Mark Rippon did. Do people
I know
remember Mark
Garcon
Rippon?
played for Colts
Yeah, the
and,
Colts, yeah.
in Washington, but that could be that could be
Did
Pierre Garçon.
Did Hot Rod play for the? He didn't play for the Commanders, did he?
no. You might want to put I don't know if you want to put Garcon, but
We'll try him. Let's do him. All right, ready? Lock it in. Commanders, Colts.
27%.
Pierre
Oh, wow.
Garçon.
25%.
Good
Okay.
guess.
Bills in Washington. You said Curtis Samuel's a good example there. Very recent.
Oh no. You could do Steven Hauschka for Jaguars Bills.
You got to go with the specialist, dude.
Yeah. Name spelling though, There we go.
Hauschka. When did he
Right.
play there?
Reed, you cheating?
Dude, there's a couple. Oh, we already did that.
I got a Charger and a Colt.
Oh, that's really good.
Charger and a Colt.
Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, that's true.
Feel good?
Sure.
Well, I'm sure of it, but it may be popular.
Nice.
Ooh,
No.
doesn't even
6 out of 10 is
forget.
good. All right.
Let's see.
8% for Jim Harbaugh.
What about Mark Rippon for Washington?
Well, Tyrod Taylor's too obvious. We already said that.
Is he though?
Yeah.
For
What
Commander
about
Bill.
Spikes? Spikes played for like 15 teams.
yeah.
I think.
He was with the Chargers, right?
And he definitely played in Buffalo.
Yeah, he played in Buffalo.
Nice. All right.
All right, so we need
Lower
Colts.
and lower.
Colts and Jags. Colts and
Colts and
Jags.
Jags.
Nate, think about your teammates. Did you play
Yeah.
anybody else with anybody who had played in Indy?
That's what I'm trying to think.
Doozable?
Leger played for
A lot of
but he
teams.
did
Did
not
he?
play for.
I don't know if he played for Indy.
No, I don't believe he did.
The Colts.
The Jags, man. No offense to the Jags, but when you go down there, you don't really stand out. Fucking
Kicker.
A.
Go ahead.
Nick Foles.
Yep. Will he be
BDN.
too high? I was gonna say Matt Gay, another kicker, another specialist.
Yeah,
Pretty
you
sure
could
he
just
played for Bath.
specialize this shit up, dude.
I'm pretty sure he played for both. I'm not 100% though.
Well, don't worry. If you get it wrong, the whole thing's ruined. But
We'll do this one last then.
Then
Okay.
do Foles. Do Foles.
right.
Do Foles.
people don't remember that Indy. Oh wow!
What is it?
Fresh in their
41.
mind, 41. That
A
hurts.
lot of people remember.
He probably was a really good 10,000 guy.
Let me ask you this.
10,000?
Yeah.
He had 10,000. He had 10,000 in the playoffs.
Let me ask you this. Does Von Miller qualify?
No, because he hasn't played a snap
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah,
That's the
to play.
problem. That's the problem. Fuck.
Is there a running back? Did Stephen Davis play in Buffalo?
Not to my knowledge.
No. Stephen Davis.
And Lee Evans only played in Buffalo, right?
Yeah. Lee Evans, the tight end, or
Yeah.
the wide receiver. Yeah, tight end.
I was thinking wide receiver.
Wide receiver Lee Evans. Did Andre Reed?
I do not know.
Oh, Fitzpatrick. Everybody's gonna know that one.
Yeah. Hi, UVA teammates. We got any UVA teammates that overlapped on either of those teams? Austin Pastor?
Austin Pastor. He didn't have 10,000 yards
Right.
passing. We said Curtis Samuel.
London Fletcher? Or am I making that up?
I don't know if
Oh, I
he
got
will.
one.
He definitely played in Washington.
I got one. Do y'all remember the defensive end Mario Addison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he played 1 year in Washington.
All right, you want me to do it?
Sure.
All right,
'Cause
3,
it was
2,
in the middle
1.
of my career.
Hey!
Wow.
Nice.
Good
Good
pull.
job, Chris.
Good pull.
Yeah, I'm gonna get us to the finish line, fellas.
All right, 10,000-yard passer.
Pause,
Rippon or Campbell here?
Are you sure Campbell had 10,000 yards?
I'm like
I would bet on
99.9%.
I
for a
don't
while.
know that he had 10,000 yards.
I think so. But if we're sure about Rippon, I mean,
Yeah.
Is Rippon the guy? What about Gus Frerotte?
Did he have 10?
That's a big deal here. I don't, you don't want to end up SOL because
I
Yeah.
think Jason Campbell played his full rookie contract in Washington. Like, I would think.
That over time he accrued 10,000
Yeah,
yards.
and then
What's the demo of people who play this game? Because Mark Rippon is now old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
when in doubt, go with the older guy unless it's Joe Theismann. I don't know that he had 10. Oh, he had it.
Nice. 4%.
All right,
Well
You
done.
guys are good at this game. I'm not good at this game.
Jags.
Did our friend David Garrard have 10K?
Yeah,
Had to
Garrard
have.
probably had it, but
Is there anybody else?
you got to
Mark
think about
Brunell
like they
is gonna be
obviously
the most
Brunell, yeah.
popular.
Wait, did either of the McCowns have 10K? Probably not, right?
No.
I'm sure that sub 500 quarterback T. Law has
Bortles?
it. But
Bortles
didn't-
has to
I don't
have
think. You think Bortles has it?
I
wouldn't
bet.
do it as-
I bet everybody's forgotten about David Garrard.
Yeah, I bet Garrard's high, but not like brutal.
All right.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Charger and 10K.
Did Drew Brees play?
I'm pretty sure he had like 4
played,
seasons. Yeah, but
but a
They
lot of
weren't-
people are gonna remember that too.
yeah, but I don't know if they were great ones.
No, but I think it's
career, yeah,
combined 10,000 yards over the course of career. I don't think it's 10,000 in. I mean, nobody that's playing this game is probably on the Fouts train.
Yeah, I would do Fouts.
All right, let's see what we get, boys.
Immaculate.
Fucking
We
immaculate.
know.
Nice. 736. Where's okay? Oh no, that's. Where's
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
interesting. Tell people the most popular, huh?
All right,
Yeah,
yeah,
most popular.
most popular. So, Bills, Commanders, we've got Ryan Fitzpatrick. Commanders, Colts, it's Carson Wentz at 51%.
Oh, yeah. Gabe.
Commanders, 10,000 passer is Kirk Cousins. Jaguars
Gabe
and
Davis
Bills, Gabe Davis. Jags and Colts is Nick Foles.
or Minshew. It could have been.
Yeah. Jags and 10,000 yard passers, Mark Brunell. Chargers, Bills is Tyrod Taylor. Chargers, Colt is Phillip Rivers. And Chargers 10K is Drew Brees.
Wow. Really nicely done, guys.
Yeah.
There's 11. Oh, wow. 11 Jaguars and 10,000 passers. So
Really?
and Dan Fouts was 21%. Pretty solid.
It's a good day at the office, guys.
114 rarity rating.
It's fair as fuck. We'll be back Monday or Tuesday, one of those days.
Yep.
I can't
Bo
tell.
had a great interview with Colt Tanner Bordolini. Can peep
Yep.
that.
Yep, I love when Bo gets in there talking trenches with some of his Wisconsin brothers. I really enjoyed him interviewing all the Wisconsin running backs. That guy's Bo's like Mr. Wisconsin. So check that one out.